Hello and welcome to the very second YouTube video that I have been experimenting with in my crazy old lady retirement days. Honestly, I want to be fairly serious with all the things going on. Today is June 2nd and we are still in the midst of lots of protests in big cities, Denver being one of them where I live. And we are dealing with a lot in our society, in our world, in fact, these days. And so we're not always responding thoughtfully. And the teacher in me, the writing teacher that is, has been thinking a lot about the messages that everybody's been trying to express. A lot of these messages are getting quite tangled within each other, and my messages might be all messed up in your message. An example, of course, is the violence that has been spurred on by the thoughtful protesters who really want to stand up for a horrible, horrible injustice that has gone on for years, and this continues to manifest itself in similar ways that, like what happened in the horrible killing of George Floyd. That is a very important message for those people who are choosing to express their concern and their hurt and their fear through that form of protesting. But that message is right now getting all turned around and mixed up with whatever message the people who are agitating and creating violence and running rampant to express hatred and anger and destruction, and who knows what is inside those folks that is causing them to just lose it in what we're seeing in our big cities right now. Those messages are getting kind of tangled. But and I also know I have a couple of people who are just so tired of Facebook, even though it's one of my favorite ways to while away the hours, because a lot of us express our opinions on Facebook. It's a forum. It's a very important forum for a lot of us, such as myself, to share our thoughts, to share our messages, and to what we think about the events of the day or the important things of this crazy life that we are living. So the teacher in me thinks back to when I used to teach kids a form for how to really narrow and organize their writing. And the form is called, if you're a teacher, you will recognize this. It's a fun little acronym that we used because it's a little bit easy to understand for younger kids, called RAFT. And we have to always think of the reason or the purpose for what the message is that we are expressing, or in my case, that the kids are writing. Then we have to think of our audience. Who's going to be who's going to be on the receiving end of our message? Who is our audience that we want to receive this important thing we have to say? What form or format are we going to use? Now, in a writing class, that might be what type of writing genre will best express your message. But nowadays, communication has broadened exponentially with so many avenues through which we can communicate our message. And so this form or format needs to broaden to all media. And then, of course, our topic. What is the topic of the day or the topic we're choosing to send a message about? And so, yes, that helped kids somewhat organize their thoughts, and it has always helped me when I'm writing. And so I guess whoever is out there listening, even though I obviously don't have a defined audience, my hope is that my audience is people who are distressed by what is going on in our world today, and people that really want to do something responsibly and thoughtfully to address it. And I just encourage this simple strategy that all of us should use for whatever thing we want to say, for whatever message we want to communicate, and through whatever avenue we choose to communicate. I think things will not be so tangled when our message is thorough and thought out and pointed. And if we know, at least in a general way, who our target audience is, and then choose thoughtfully what form or format we're going to use. Maybe your message is so very important that a well-organized and peaceful protest is the best form or format for you to use to communicate your message. But maybe a Facebook post is not always the best place for you to express your knee-jerk reaction to whatever is going on in the world. That often can backfire, as we've seen many disagreements going back and forth on Facebook. And choose your topics well. We have so many important things that people need to be thinking about that will transform the way we communicate with one another. I know that at the root of most misunderstandings, at the root of most problems, is there has been a fault in communication. Somehow communication has not been effective, or communication has fallen apart in some way, shape, or form. And so that is my message for you today, to really think through your purpose for your message. Choose your topic wisely. Don't just react to the topic of the day, because that's easy to do. And consider your audience, whoever that might be, who you want to receive your message and how they're going to receive it. And then choose your topic wisely. That's it for this old retired teacher. God bless you.